as we invoke the thought-provoking discussion, tackle the tough questions, challenge assumption, and give a voice to the unheard. This is the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Welcome on board the Morning Express.
Good morning.
Thank you for standing by. Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. My name is Sage Babalola. We're back from the break and we are about to get to the segment of the Morning Express that is all about you. We call this segment Mainland Focus, and just like the name depicts, we are focusing on a few stories from the many that we had addressed this morning with our in-house analyst Fᴏᴜ. 2 stories usually, and on Thursdays we give you the opportunity to choose the story, but today we're focusing on just one particular subject matter, and if you're guessing, it is the supposed coalition between a formation that is reaching us from an anonymous source, somebody who's close to both individuals, who now claims that Peter Obi has accepted to be the running mate of Atiku Abubakar, and they would only run for a single term, or at least according to the source, Atiku Abubakar would hand over the presidency to Peter Obi after he is his vice president for one tenure of 4 years. Now, that source tells us that the only problem at this moment, or the most significant problem to this arrangement so far, is Peter Obi convincing his followers to agree to this particular arrangement. Yes, there are concerns about the platform on which they would run this alliance. At first, they had turned to the SDP as the platform for this coalition, but the source tells us that there are now concerns about the infiltration of that party by APC members, and so they are turning their focus to the ADC, and that might for Atiku Abubakar hands over to Peter Obi. So there are questions around, first of all, what are your thoughts about the ability of this coalition to come to fruition? Also, most importantly, as an obedient, this is the arrangement, or this is the supposed arrangement according to this unknown source. And I keep highlighting that this statement has not been credited to an individual. So individuals involved come out and say, yes, I have made this proposition. Yes, I have accepted. Yes, this is true. Until then, who identifies as an obedient? What are your thoughts about this information that we're getting? If it does come out and Peter Obi has indeed accepted to be the running mate of Atiku Abubakar for one tenure, do you accept this coalition? Is this an arrangement that you'd be willing to take just for the sanity of Nigeria? And also, do you think that this coalition is what we need, or this arrangement is what we need to unwritten zoning arrangements that exist between the geopolitical zones? It's not constitutional. We just zone each other according to federal character. So there's this unwritten rule of turn by turn. Do you think that this arrangement would disrupt the original unwritten rule of zoning? Do you believe, as an obedience, that you can accommodate this arrangement, just for the sake of what we want at this time? And by we, I mean we as a people. It's not, I don't mean we as a personal opinion, but do you think that this coalition is what is necessary, president or run as the vice president of Atiku Abubakar, and with the promise that Atiku Abubakar will cover? Please, by all means, raise these new angles, defend these angles without being disrespectful to any other person. Tell me why you think this coalition might be necessary. If you disagree, tell me why you don't support this coalition, and also give me a viable alternative. If you don't support this arrangement, what other arrangement do you think would make more sense? You can call 0913-6000-410 the number 0913-6000-4. You can on YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't worry, if you've sent a message previously about the story, I'll double back and read your message. But you can send fresh messages on our streaming platform, Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. Please, we have 1 minute for our submission, so let's do the best we can to fix our contribution into that 1 minute that has been allotted, and let's stay on focus. Let's do the best we can to not bring some sort of tribalistic coloring to this conversation. Let's speak to. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. My name is Malam Bello Usman. I am calling from Orile currently.
All right, welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. I personally wish Obi could run for President 2023, but the way it is now, the coalition, I believe that the coalition is the best, because after one single term, Atiku will hand over. Of God, since both of them have agreed to work together, I think the Nigerian people will speak loud volume in 2027.
We start playing God. That is me. I want to say that come 2027, with all the things that are happening now, I don't think that it can be the vice president to Atiku in that coalition. Come 2031, that may finally be the president in 2031. That one will not be honored because of the there's no peace. There's division in PDP and Labour Party, respectively. So many Nigerians will not take these people serious because in as much as they cannot bring the centrifugal forces together in their party, how can they bring Nigerians together?
They want to run on that ADC. They're not running on that PDP or Labour Party.
That's what I'm telling you. Even if they are leaving SDP to ADC has been purported, I know that people will still go back to that fact that their initial party, that is Labour Party and the PDP, they could not unite.
Good morning. How are you? Fine, thank you. All right, Madam, if you go ahead.
Yeah, two candidates coming out that can move that guy. Fortunately, 1-1. The other one is still desperate. He's the only person that can move that guy. And they stabilize everywhere. I know you may say I don't have money because if you want to execute politics, you will come out, want to do it, take the position from the man. And I don't want this north and south. Let me start working as usual.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. I'm calling from Madrid.
All right. Welcome.
Yeah. I want just to drop a point. There has been an unwritten brought stability not only to any region, even to the federation as a whole, as much as everybody is clamoring for Atiku, but he cannot jump gun.
Sir, I'm really sorry to interrupt you. I would like to hear your perspective, but please, I would like for us not to entirely derail the conversation. It's very simple, so that the next person doesn't start speaking. If yes, why? If no, why? What would be a viable alternative? That's the question we're asking.
Let Obi come as a presidential candidate from the south. If Atiku is from the south, I'll support. But there is they from the south. So let's Atiku wait for the north. There is an unwritten this thing.
Oh. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, and especially for those in the diaspora. I forgot to mention, if you're in the diaspora.
Hello. Good morning. Labour Party, if P2B goes to another, if P2B becomes the vice presidential candidate, the vice president of anybody, is the honest truth. So, that's what Atiku and his group are planning in the election. Not really win the election. We know what is going to happen. So, all the whole coalition, except God himself, intervene. If God doesn't intervene, then it is over. Completely over.
All right, thank you very much.
Because.
Thank you very much. Your name is what?
My name is Suleiman. I'm calling from Ketu.
All right, please go ahead.
As for me concerning the coalition, why can't we Nigerian reason together? It's what we continue argue about till 2027, and the man there will still repeat that. We don't reason the same way. That is just it. No, nobody should think maybe Tinubu you like it. No, take care of yourself, Gary.
All right, then I wasn't sure I really got half of the things you said, but thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
The proposal of Mr. Peter Obi becoming vice president to the national interest is concerned. Mr. Atiku, all his life, had been running against the grain of national interest. Mr. Atiku should rebel, so to speak, is move against the grain of the nation, ensure that President Jonathan, a Southerner, didn't complete his second term. Are you there?
Yes.
when it was the time for Northerner, Buhari, no Southerner, no, to want to run against a Southerner. I know Mr. Peter Obi is too wise to believe that great gift that Atiku will run for one time. That is a lie from the pit of hell.
You don't think Atiku is going to be president because of the age factor, amongst other things? My
sister, that's a credible concern. But as far as Nigeria is concerned, that's a personal interest. At that time, what has it been doing? On the contrary, he has been jumping ship from one party to the other. You see, as a leader, you have to be able to let go of some things today that the current president has done. Right. They both left office in 2007. Tinubu as governor, Atiku as VP. One went the long way. One saw the future.
00410 is the number to dial for calls, for WhatsApp text messages, or even at Mainland 98.3 FM. You can also listen via our website, by the way, www.mainlandfm.com. You cannot contribute via the web morning that there is some sort of arrangement between Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, where Atiku Abubakar would run as president and Peter Obi as his vice president. He would rule lead for only war. What are your thoughts about this arrangement? Would you vote? Would you go out and vote if Atiku Abubakar is fielded under the ADC that we see within the presidential system? And if you don't know 2027, that's the only question, or those are the only questions that we're asking you this morning. Please, you have 1 minute. Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning to you.
This is Okambelina.
Yes.
It's the turn of the South. Atiku should wait for his turn. This 323, instead of these two people to put their heads together and fight as a unit, they're split. And then I think these two people, if King bought APC, simple, they should go ahead with it. Nobody should come and tell Obi not to run. It's look, one problem that we have right now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
John from Moba.
Welcome.
The last caller is partially right. Yes, we should not be thinking about an individual, but the problem remains that Nigerian voters are very emotional and sentimental when it comes to voting. The core issue of voting, this one will say, I have another leader, a southern leader. Of what use is your southern 8 years? The other one has been there for the past 4 years. What about performance? Otherwise, one of them is not credible enough to run for this country. Honestly, I won't mention his name, but it's not credible. My name is Prince Quiet, calling you from Amuodo.
Yes.
If God Almighty destiny Atiku or Obi to be president of this country, according to how it's supposed to be, from one party to another, he's never ready to build his own structure. We are not for you. And he's not ready to stay with them. Because Obi today, he do his policies as he wants to contest from Africa to PDP, from PDP to Labour Party. You can't work together again. One can't step down for another. One can't help for another. So do they want to build this present government request today? This is nothing ⴘᴜ. They have been building. If that article
they could make to make them strong enough to wrest power from the APC. That's the question.
I get to contest. But they can't do it. That's their problem.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah.
So someone said trust politicians we are I mean, how will I put it now? The only good will be accepted that vice president position with that people doubt about that. You understand? So if they should, then the only problem is that all this issue also is food in our table. That is what we want. Not it's a Yoruba man, it's a Igbo man. How long are we going to continue like this? Thank you very much, sister. God bless you.
Thank you so very much for calling. Let's pause for a bit on the phone calls and read messages so that they don't pile up and we're unable to read them. We have here Lagos State Assembly members in Peace Kingdom from Palm Grove. They should show us documents where Atiku signed that once he's done with his first term, he would allow Peter Obi to run for presidency. As an obedient, I will be disappointed if Peter Obi presidency. We have here, good morning, Sage and Fᴏᴜ. Okay. Good morning, mainland family. I like if this coalition can come through, because what we need now is a strong coalition. We cannot continue with this shamble of an economy. All right. John, from January, we gave this present government. There is vacancy in Aso Rock, provided they will carry El-Rufai along. We should stop, and his supporters will not hand over, even if there's an unwritten gentleman or stand as presidential candidate with a northern VP and could be hell-bent on being Nigeria's president. I'm deeply hurt each time I hear people say it is time for the South or the North. All these unprofitable measure of his presidential ambition and join hands to rescue Nigeria through other competent candidates. These people should still understand that world. It upsets me whenever people are saying Peter Obi should unite his party. I will ask them, did Tinubu unite Nigeria? Absolutely not. And again, some people have been saying after one tenure, Atiku will hand over to Peter Obi. How are they sure? And El-Rufai should back him up from the north, and they should choose another party. Without this, nothing would. Chris from Magboru there with the message. I'm still looking at WhatsApp. Good morning, Mainland FM. Atiku, go to court is still fresh in my mind. Engineer from Alimosho sent that particular message. And on Facebook, we have John Bernard who says, okay, you sent this to WhatsApp already. This is exactly what he did in the 2023 election. I may not be surprised if someone says Atiku is working for the APC. Atiku knows fully well in 2023 that there was no way power will remain in the north after former President Buhari completed his 8 years in office. Now Atiku knows that the south still has 4 years to run before power returns to the north. Mr. Atiku is trying to contest for president in 2027. Why? Peter Obi should not enter any coalition to be Benjamin from Shogunle. Francis Ekpenyong says, good morning, Sage, Fuad, and Lady Mo. And also, will Atiku accept such an arrangement if it was the other way around, judging from what he did to Goodluck Jonathan in 2015? Personally, I don't support any merger or coalition because in a decent, free, fair, and credible election, Nigerians know exactly what they want. Prince Lee, respect the unwritten agreement between the North and the South because it is the turn of the South to be on the brink of collapse. God forbid. Prince Lee Ozoma from Isolo, Lagos sent that particular message. Thank you very much. I should have announced earlier. I'm so sorry that we are giving away airtime. I'm overwhelmed. We are giving away 2 individuals from Facebook airtime, 2 individuals from WhatsApp airtime, and 2 individuals that are calling in airtime as well. We can choose the most indicates them. There's always a flag in front of their name to let us know that they always comment, so it's not hard to pick from Facebook. We're sending messages on Facebook. You might need to send a message from Facebook so we can see that you're actually a regular commenter, and you can send messages on WhatsApp as well, because we'll pick 2 people at random, and then we'll pick 2 random people from the phone line as well. And I should use the opportunity to tell you about the Kiddies Party, or remind you about the Kiddies Party. So far, we've had quite a number of people, children, to come to the station to have a great time, familiarize themselves with the radio station that their parents listen to every single day, and the one that of the day. We have Mrs. Gloria Young Anozie as our special guest on that particular day, and we're promising a great time to the children, from games to coming live on air for a meal prepare, and the winner would of course go home with a lot of gifts and prizes. We have quite a number of sponsor Blight and Junior team. There's popcorn amongst other things, and would also have them record a full jingle for us children, all for a cost of 3,000 naira. Or you have a kid that has a talent, plays the violin, plays the guitar, or can sing and dance, and you want them to perform on that day. All of your questions and arrangements can be made via the number 0812 520 9759. That's 0812 520 9759, or you can call our alternative number 0708 040 inquiries about the Mainland FM Children's Party, amongst other things. Well, let's go back to taking phone calls. 0913600410. We're talking about the supposed coalition between Atiku Abubakar, and if we need to create an association that is credible enough to wrest power from the APC come 2027. 1 minute is all you have. Hello.
All right, yeah, Peter Monse from Shomolu.
Yes.
Now, the unwritten agreement was that the Southerner must sell that ship from Oron to Calabar port. And along the road, that ship begin to sink. Then a Northerner comes to rescue you. Will you say, no, don't rescue me, it is Northerner? So, where did you see that? And the country is sinking. I'm borrowing the words of Jerry Rawlings of Ghana. Say, even if it is from these circles, that you cannot make Gary and drink again. 50 naira, I can get bread before. It's now 300 naira, 300 naira.
So you support the coalition. You support it if it's...
To get out of this mess. That's just it. Even if it's the devil, let him come and rescue us. Peter Obi should agree. And what is happening with us? We want to remain like this.
Very unfortunate. I support it 100%, though. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Nigerians, the destiny of this country is in our hands. If we like, we may tell you, like the last caller just said something now. The question I'm asking, and I keep on asking, who signed the agreement that these people are talking about, these politicians are talking about? It is agreement on their own political platform, not the Nigerian constitution. So for me, that is nonsense. When are we going to get it right in this country? When we are talking about the hardship, the soft coalition they want to form, both Atiku and Obi, they should form it. And I'm in support of it. You understand? It's just the
All right. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your insights. As far as you're concerned, a coalition, whoever it is, as long WhatsApp is 0913600430. Facebook, Olumuyiwa on Facebook. I need you to send me a message on WhatsApp right this very moment, right now. Olumuyiwa, send me a message on WhatsApp with your phone number, your name and phone number. Do it right this very moment, because once the program is over, I can't see your number anymore. 6000430. Or if you like, if you're comfortable putting your number on Facebook, you send a WhatsApp message so I can get your airtime to you as one of for the airtime this morning. Let's take another phone call. Hello, morning to you.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, this is Real Trevor.
Welcome.
See, you see, the coalition to me, yes, is the right path in the right direction. Who did they carry? Did they carry the Nigerian people along before they did the agreement? Who was consulted before the agreement was made? We don't need all this to deliver to the people.
So what is your recommendation? Who do you think should join forces for 2027? Let's focus on what is the alternative?
Makinde come out.
Over your state.
Makinde for your state.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
And who should be running mate?
Probably they pick somebody from the north.
Okay.
An intellectual. A technocrat.
Thank you very much for calling. We appreciate you. Let's focus on the matter for today. Hello. I need to.
How's my friend Fouad?
He's doing great. Thank you.
Okay. You see, my concern is that this type of coalitions that we keep talking about, it is not taking into consideration the interest and something, because the politicians are just talking about it themselves.
Sir, Abubakar, Atiku as president, Peter Obi as vice president. If you disagree, who do you think should be the alternative? Who else?
The issue is that you have to, if we are comparing, we have to compare life and life. You don't compare this life and life. Peter Obi and Atiku for 8 years. And over time came out.
Who else? If you're not a fan of this coalition, who else? Do you think Peter Obi should then be president?
Obi should be looking at the other side. Looking at a woman like Lady Natasha. So they're not mentioning anything about the woman.
All right, thank you. Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Oshola.
All right.
I'm calling from Ikeja this morning.
All right.
And for some people, they have the right to their opinion, yes, which I respect. But the same desperate situation that we were in when they wanted to snatch power by all force from Jonathan, it's the same thing. What is worth doing is worth doing well. Nigerians should not just be that, okay, because you are desperate to potentially a privatization issue. Look at when Deborah was killed. This is the religious aspect. Obi should stand is an ideology. If the other people to come in, I expected that she would have lost it out. You understand? Even the market they mentioned, we need a new set of people, not those power drunk men. Obi is
Shola, before you go, can you confirm the last 4 digits of your number for me? 8457.
Yes.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah, calling from Chema.
All right, go ahead, please.
Calling from Chema.
Yes.
What I have to be had many governors, but I may have to tell us that they were technically glitch. You know how for this time they'll be able to monitor their approach to the core. But the thing is, for me, I don't like it. That's the only problem I have with that. You know, be now. So people are saying, I will not even be. I'm not going to follow him. I don't like people who bribe people to get there. And if you do it, it's because the party at the center allowed it. If they are said, announce the PDP, just let them go to court like they are doing now. They have been claiming that they are there.
Good morning, Madam Sage.
Good morning.
This is Git. I'm calling from Maryland.
Welcome.
Facing currently in this, or let me say, the suffering Nigerians are facing currently is partially due to Atiku's greed. Because in the last general election, when he was supposed to throw his weight, decided to wrestle power from Tinubu, but the question is, who is monitoring the signing of the document? Shall you get my point? The same Tinubu that told us that the reason why he did not run as vice president for so at the end of the day, we don't really get to trust this politician. For me, I don't trust someone like Atiku. He's too hell-bent on becoming president. However, for the suffering Nigerians are feeling, I'm telling you that.
Let me read a few more WhatsApp messages. And well, for calls, we have Rob. I don't waste time on that. So, Robert, congratulations. Your airtime has been sent to you. Shola as well, congratulations. Pick somebody else. Onotoye Michael, I need you to send me your number via WhatsApp, please. I'm having a hard time to talk. And Onotoye Michael from Facebook, both of you can send it alongside your contribution to the conversation this morning. For calls, I've taken care of that. For Facebook and also for WhatsApp, and data that you burn when you stream for almost an hour, the WhatsApp messages, being online, the airtime that you burn calling us, we know that is very, very expensive now, and you spend time calling us and talking to us messages, as I was going to do before I went into that whole long speech. 27. What's the average now? And just forget about his own presidential ambition. Adekombi Abiodun from K2 there with the message. Okay, we do. Let's face the fact. The ideology of the obedient movement has gone past Alhaji Atiku Abubakar making Peter Obi his vice president, because from the look of things, putting into the way Nigerians would have expected, because expectations from him is quite high. The only political arrangement in the country, and has been so they can rescue Nigeria from this economic situation, or are they happy with the present situation of the country? God will save us. God bless Nigeria. Temitope Tambuwal endorsed him during the PDP primaries. Now he wants Obi to deputize him at the presidency. It's not workable. Let him support Obi with a credible note, and Atiku be VP is the only option that can make their proposal tenable. The South-North rotational agreement cannot be upturned by a person's personal interest. God bless Nigeria. All right, Emmanuel from Ikpaja here, thank you so much. We have coalition of serial losers. One has been running since 1992, the other since 2014. Yet their joint ticket failed in 2019. 2015 is an example of how to take power. How many governors ran North and the South to become president after the Fulani man has done 8 years? It's clear that this union has nothing from Jagwa, Nana, and Usif. If you're not on board with the Atiku and Obi arrangement, what do you think would have been the alternative? So that good, but the North we know will not allow Atiku to step down after 1-0, except the Constitution, any means to frustrate the voters. Sage, where's my airtime, Joshua? You were not selected. Maybe next time. Thank you, Rolf. Peter Obi and Atiku is impeccably said. God bless Nigeria. All right, thank you. Solo again. This is what brought Nigeria to where it is today. The so-called power rotation between the North and the South is the evil of the selected politicians, and it is the undoing of the nation. Anything coalition that is viable to bring the APC to Parliament. Thank you very much. Good morning, mainland crew. For me, Atiku doesn't have anything to offer. He's only coming to cause us more pain. Molu with the message says, good morning, Sage and Fuad. I am a proud obedient and I fully disagree that what it. Obi is the best candidate for now as president. Obi for president, simple.
Okay.
Yes.
So my own contribution is that this is one land us for this any agreement. I think he will meet the people of Nigeria, the youth, the obedient. If they agree from Mapoluku, so from power, this Pharaoh from power go strike because Obasi want to leave. He agreed for a lot, blah, blah. They said if you have cars from the shop, so I may not destroy the shop. So what we need now?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Adibola calling from all our politicians. And it's the northern. When will Nigerians learn that all these things are just politics? Is just they have to follow after them with all this funny arrangement, the thing they have among themselves. Special power. Then it's a good coalition, it's a good strategy. Different opinions for now. But they can have a good test of Obi if they have the interest of Nigeria at heart. This is the best time to prove it. S is also low power drunk too. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Your name, please. I can hear you. Go ahead.
You have Mr. Beckman on the line.
All right.
I am talking. I'm somebody that I don't even. Sometimes when it is started, I don't even. No matter how you do, the person must be number one ahead of everybody. People are getting now favor in the politics, so they should just forget it.
All right. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Sage. Where he was coming, people actually called him out of PDP to just when he was vice, even while he was in that the entire world today is hearing about obedience, been able to do while in office. He was so prudent, so meticulous, and all of that by you. I wish you remember this. I must not allow that to be sold in the name of politics. We ought to gather together. We must not continue rotating the senses of people that have been putting us with.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, this is Mr. calling from Journalist Assistance. The vice. Being a vice will not allow him to deliver Nigeria. That is intent for Nigeria. And it shouldn't be because Atiku wanted to pick him to be vice. Know very well. I have interviewed him sometimes when I was still a gangling media man. I don't think in the hand of the so-called federal government now.
Okay, I need us to pause for a minute and stop with this whole Pharaoh narrative. I didn't even hear the first time. It's enough. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate you for 000410. That's the last call we can take for this morning. I'll spend time reading the messages that we have here. Good morning. The arrangement between the North and the South for 8 years haven't helped us. Since 1999 till date, are we better for it? The answer is no. So if a Southerner or a Northerner is in power and he's doing well, let him complete his or her 8 years. And if he or she fails to deliver and he's in his first time, he should go and give way for another, even if he comes from another region. So for this coalition, I don't state without coalition can win the 2027 election. Mika Moses. We have good morning, Mainland FM. I'm surprised to hear about the proposed coalition, but must it be Atiku accident? If the coalition ends up being Atiku and Obi, frankly, I don't see President Tinubu leaving Aso Rock before 2031. OVA Annie from Maryland, Lagos. We have here, good morning. All of them got almost 40 million votes, while Tinubu got only 8 million votes. We have good morning, Sage. I don't support the coalition. I'll prefer Osibanjo and anybody from the north. All right, Goma from Bariga, thank you very much. We have here, president should know that the antecedents of those in power right now is even worse. So what are they talking about? A message from Okangmelina. All right, thank you very much. Let me see if I can very quickly read. Let me take Okangmelina's number. Morning. Oh, okay. I'll look into this after the program. Thank you for drawing my attention to it. Prince Leo Ozoma should push vigorously for electoral reform. With this arrangement, Tinubu will just be smiling as if nothing will happen in 2027. Thank you, Muiwa. We have here Ifeoma Francis, who says Atiku Abubakar is the only man that can face the sitting president, and the president is afraid of him too. I do not subscribe to this North and South that can rescue us. Professor Yemi Oshibanjo should please come out. Don't be afraid of your people. Nigerians will be behind you. As for Obi, it will be difficult for him to win the presidency. You must have experience on that particular seat. OVA Annie says good morning. It pains me when I hear Nigerians still talking about zoning of the president. This arrangement is the reason we are where we are. We should Atiku and go for someone else as a running mate. We cannot continue like this. The suffering is too much. Everyone's good leaders. All right, thank you very much. We appreciate you for your message. And that's about everything that we can take for this morning. Congratulations to all Onotoyi Temitope Michael as well. I've sent you your airtime. Okangbilina, I'll be sending you your airtime immediately after this program. But we're due for another break the rest of the world. So stick around for us. I should be able to join us for that segment before we move into the health segment of the morning program. We'll be talking about head molding this morning on babies. I want to talk about that and the health implications of that particular cultural